Good evening and welcome back to Cricket Captain 2023. And finally, we have some face cam back, guys. I just wanted to say thank you to anyone who liked the community post I put up saying, look, we won't have as many videos, we're calming it down just because I wasn't feeling great. I really did appreciate that. And anyone who comments anyway, I do appreciate that as well. But yeah, so feeling a lot better. Still not quite 100%, but you know, you never quite feel 100% straight away. You know, you gotta give it a couple of days or maybe even a couple of weeks. Like I'm still getting a bit short of breath sometimes, still getting like coughs that I need to get out. But yeah, feeling much better. And we're going into the last episode of the season, the last game of the season. We're against Warwickshire, the top dogs so far this season. They're a point above Durham. Durham have got their own game to play. There's a lot on the line here. All we're really focusing on is trying not to get relegated. We'd like to stay in Division 1 next season. And obviously next season we'll go again and we'll really focus on the Essex stuff. Because we did a big season of England and we played in the Ashes and we played in the World Cup and loads of good stuff. But we lost a bit of the Essex kind of focus. So that's what we're going to go back to for next season. And hopefully we can have a good season. But before we can get there, got to play this last game against Warwickshire. Oh, Livingston's been left out. That's it. What do we think? Oh, okay. Well, if it does rain that much, you'd have to think it's going to be a bit of a tough one to get a result here. Let's, you know, we'll keep with the team that's kind of doing okay for us. Definitely a bowl first situation, and that's what we're gonna do. We get lucky. We finally win the toss when we want to. Rain stop play, so that's an hour 47 lost. So it does not look like you want to be playing on this. It's gonna be horrid to play on. We'll actually start with a really aggressive field and just bowl some good pace. Just see what we can do with that. Yeah, that's okay. Only 4 off it. Like, we're trying to take advantage of the surface of the situation. Oh, that's down leg. So yeah, they hit a few runs. It doesn't matter. 23 for naught. It doesn't matter. We're trying to take advantage of the surface for the break there. Now we'll calm it down a bit and just bowl like a good line maybe. Later to a Reardon. That's gone. That's LBW. That's a 16 ball duck for a Reardon. Wowzer. That's not great. Not great. We'll calm you down on Garside, Cook, but we'll keep the bit of tension up on Gates. That completely Maiden again. Yates is off the mark. Later to Garside. We're just kind of hitting rinse and repeat here. There's no need to change anything. The pitch is probably like soggy. Weather is, well, it says it's raining. It might be light rain because if it was that heavy, we probably wouldn't still be out there playing. Let's actually lower that a little bit and start targeting that leg side. It Oaks. Gonna now make the change for Water to come in. It's the bowling change. Is there an edge? There's no edge. Okay. And Water to Yates again. The same matchup. There's the edge, and he gets his man. Caught by Greaves. Tate comes in. Oh wow, we know Tate is a dangerous player. I will just things the same for the minute. Cook can probably bowl one more over. Well, that's in the air from Garside, and that's over. It really is. Okay, so now we can bowl front foot. Let finish. Yeah, there we go. Lovely stuff. Okay. 2 new batters at the crease. And go a bit aggressive on them. Sam Cook change out and go back to Slater. We kind of want to keep the pace on here. If we can just use, well, gonna see if we can just use 3 bowlers this session. And hopefully, oh, there's the rain stop play 52. So we do indeed just use Warwickshire at 57. But it is the conditions that you can't really forget about that. It is the conditions, and it's going to be on this pitch in this situation a bit weaker. There's a little bit less rain, so if we can keep taking wickets, even one more, and then we'll have a little swap about, because again, I want to keep the pace on. They're not really going for any runs just yet. We're getting a bit tired now. We might have to calm things down a bit. Just go to like a... That's okay. Wow. 8 smacks of 6. Tate's already made 50. Rain stop play, 15 minutes lost. There's the end of day 1. Okay, so that's actually a pretty good recovery from Warwickshire in that last session. They'll be happy with that. I would be happy with getting a good session out like that. Bounce is good. It's a bit better. Okay, everything's a little bit better. So let's go to Simon Harmer at one end. And we'll kind of rotate the spinners. No, sorry, the seamers at the other end. And just see how we fare with that. Trying to grab wickets here, really. Be hard to get Tate out, isn't it? We know how strong he is. Here we go, Cook to Delader. Could it be the breakthrough? No, it's kind of edged round the corner. See if we can go a little bit aggressive on Tate with Simon Harmer. A little tweak. Try and find the wicket. It's not there just yet. Let's go to Snater. Snater to Tate. Here we go. Maybe it is. Or not quite. That's 100 up for Tate. Yeah, he's a quality bat. Go even more aggressive. Simon Harmer. I don't mind if there's a few boundaries leaked in there. We've got to show a bit of intent. There we go. Lader's gone. Brings in Ed Barnard. Okay, well, let's go. Trying to get these wickets. Later can change out. Probably go back to Sam Cook. And I think Harmer will probably a really good recovery from Warwickshire. 50 for 4th and 230 for 5. They'll be very happy with this. There's lunch, okie dokes. We're not going to check the other games so much. I want to be a bit more surprised about how those games are going. Let's bring in Gates because he hasn't bowled yet, so it'd be a good idea to get him a few overs. Yeah, we'll bring that new ball. A little bit, but not a lot. Oh, that's lucky from Barnard. Cook and Snater kind of working in a pair again. Maybe we'll throw the length a bit longer. If that does anything. It might just... Right, okay. Bring back Paul Walter then. Yeah, I don't mind Paul Walter. We'll actually tell Paul Walter, your ball... Or is he left? So that's left arm over. Keep that same angle, kind of pushing it across maybe. Go back to Simon Harmer, who should really be the wicket threat. We kind of do got to see the back of Tate here at some point. He's at 190. He's kind of turned this innings upside down for Warwickshire. And there we go. He's gone 195. It's well, an incredible batting performance. Harmer to Davies. We really got to try and get these guys out speedy as we can. Let's go to Gates here. Go aggressive here. Trying to get this. Trying to get these wickets. We've got 4 wickets to get. Warwickshire have made 350. We are getting chances now. This is already day 2, session 2. Hard. Well, barring a kind of huge collapse on our end, it's hard to kind of see any other result than a draw because you've more or less lost 2 sessions in that first day. So, yeah, it is hard to think you'll get any other result here than the draw. Well, they might come back for 2 and that. Oh, I think they'll be fine. Yeah, they're fine. I feel like Gates has bowled well since he came back for this shorter spell. There's the wicket. Harmer takes the catch. Barnard is gone. We can go a little bit aggressive. Try and grab this wicket. Gates to Davies. Yeah, I feel like Gates is bowled pretty well. Nothing there. Okay. Okay, we are into the tail here. Well, a little bit. So what I'll do is after this over, I'll bring... Okay, yeah, there's him. I'll bring Sam Cook back on and try and kind of get through the tail a little bit faster. No, never mind. Okay, Warwickshire have said that's your lot. 397 for 8, which is all of it is Tate, really. I mean, 200 of it is Tate. So, well played to Tate. What we're looking at. What are we looking at? We're day 2, session 3. So we're here with, well, earning. It's not going to be easy. First target, probably just to get to that 247 so that we don't bat again. So 247 is the target, just to try and extend the length of the game. You know, do not get caught having to follow on and basically giving Warwickshire a better chance of winning if we do follow on. And Bill Drummond says, none of that. I'm going to try and smack this out the ground in the 3rd over. And he's out. See, that's much better. Rather than taking a big old swing across the line, thumb press just puts it along the ground. And I say that, like, Nick Brown, okay, great, it's a good shot, but again, it's in the air. Why are you doing it? Don't need to. That's better, along the ground. I like that much more. Lead is, we're already at 30, which is great, but not ideal. Perfect. That bit of autoplay is kind of exactly what I wanted. Yeah, great stuff from Tom Press. We've got 17 minutes before the end of the session. Nick Brown hits one through mid-wicket as well. Yep, great shot. And see, I don't even mind if there were, let's say, if there were no highlights. I wouldn't mind because the score would go up. The score would go up slower, of course, without the boundary highlights that we're getting. But it's all about, at this point, there we go, there's the end of day 2. So there's the end of day 2. At this point in the game, all we're trying to do is bat for batting points, I suppose. Treat it as a regular game, even though you know the time lost on day 1 means a draw is the most likely, and that Tate innings for Warwickshire is going to give them the better chance of the result. You know, we had them 50 for 4. If we had them all out for 150 and then we were batting, you'd think, yeah, now it's our turn to probably... Well, we'd be thinking we will be the ones going for the result, but that's not the case. Oh, that's buys. Shot from Nick Brown. I like that. Again. Oh, and Tom Prest is gone for 39. 97 for 2. Remember, all we're trying to get... Oh, Wesley's gone for 3 as well. Okay, well, let's just turn that down a bit. Do not need another one falling. Remember, all we're trying to get to is basically 250. As that would stop the follow-on. And you never know. I mean, Brown could be the one to do a good chunk of that. Or played Greaves. I mean, that must have come off like the back of the bat for it to fly the way it did. Shot again. So 121 needed to reach that non-follow-on target. And every boundary is kind of helping us get there. Pretty good. I mean, the earlier we can get there, as in the more wickets in hand, the better, because then we can actually try and push on and go for a little bit more, few more batting points, a little bit of a bigger total. But at the minute we're kind of going at 3s on the run rate. It's not bad. Kind of what the situation calls for, I suppose. Oh, Nick Brown's gone for 78. And Rossington can't stick around either. So, Paul Walter, it's your turn. 161 for 5, and we're still needing about 90 runs here. 80 runs or so, actually. To avoid that follow-on. There's lunch. Okay, that's cool. We made it to lunch. That's good. Paul Walter's there still. We're 170 for 5. And, okay, 70 needed now. -4 from that as well. Okay, so we didn't actually celebrate Nick Brown getting a 50 there either. We should have. Good stuff. 87 for 5. Water's gone. Can't keep out. Spin. Finds the edge. And Greaves just steps forward, and that's a bit of a bad one. 60 needed now. Only 3 wickets left for us. Try and avoid that follow-on. 56. 53. 50 needed. Okay, we're going to tell Will Gates to calm down as well here. Because if we are forced to follow on, it's going to be a much tougher escape from this game, really. .41 needed. Gates is gone driving at one that didn't really need to be driving at. 2 wickets to go. 41 runs needed. I mean, that's a good shot from Snater. 37, 36. They're taking the new ball. And Snater's been bowled round his legs somehow. 29. And yeah, now if we do... Okay, there we go. So we are going to be asked to follow on. That is one mighty collapse. That really is. Like, Rossington, that's awful. Tom Westley, Bell Drummond, even Paul Walter to an extent with only 11. That's just terrible. Honestly, that's really bad. Now, okay, well, we've got to survive 2 overs here. Okay, I mean, this is good from Brown, but is it necessary? 12 off the first over. So Drummond joins the party. That's T on day 3. Okay, so that's T. We're on day 3, session 3. So we are here on a horrible pitch, horrible to bat on. So I can forgive the tail for that falling apart a little bit. I can't really forgive Bell Drummond and Rossington and Walter and Wesley not contributing at all, because that is part of your role in the team, is to contribute, you know. But we've got to get to 160. We're currently minus 160 for naught, basically. And we've got to bat today and try and bat as much of tomorrow as possible. So let's just lower that a little bit, hit that autoplay, and see how much time we can take out of the game. Brown's already gone. I don't even want any runs, really. Like, boundaries are kind of useless to me, so much as you keeping your wicket and you staying out there for as long as possible. That's what's useful for me. We just got to try and bat this second innings and save the game, really. The Bears are obviously top of the championship pile for a reason. There's Prest gone, driving a one that just not needed, not really needed at all. 66 for 2, and Warwickshire would definitely be feeling that this game is theirs for the taking. Not long left in the day, only a couple overs. This is actually the last delivery of the day. Okay. 81 for 2. The lead is 97 for Warwickshire. And well, Drummond's done a lot better than that first innings. And Tom Westley's going to hope that he can do a lot better than his first innings as well. So we're into day 4. We're into day 4. The first target has got to be to reach parity. From there, it's like some kind of target. But you kind of are saying that because you know you're probably going to get bowled out. So it's just trying to survive. Just trying to survive, really. Shot from Wesley, that's okay. And Bell Drummond steps across, tries to smack one. That's 96 for 3 now. 100 is up, nice. There's far too many highlights for my liking here. There's far too many highlights of us hitting fours. Like, I don't even want us to hit fours. Like, just stay back. Do not be going for anything risky. Why even playing at that? That's better. That's better. A chunk of overs, a chunk of time with, you know, nothing happening, and we only score like 20 runs in 12 overs. That's exactly what I'm after. And you might kind of say, you might actually say, yeah, look, that's boring cricket. But that's kind of what you need sometimes. You need to say, look, I'm going to take a good hour out of this game. You know, you're not going to get me out. I'm probably only going to contribute about 15 runs or whatever. But you're not getting me out, and I'm gonna extend this game to the point where you can't win it. And sometimes that's what it requires. That's what like top level requires. Like the equivalent of parking the bus, you know, at 1-1 with 5 minutes to go, and oh, you need a point. You need a point, or you're getting relegated. You know, like something like that. You know, like it's holding what you have in this situation. Max a 6. On Westie's made 50. That's really that is good stuff. We will reach parity in a second, I think. Not out. Okay, there's lunch. That's great. That's actually a really good session. We did well in that session. Warwickshire still have the lead of only 2 runs. But if we can now bat this session and get a lead of, even if it's a lead of like 50, batting the session is the important part. And I will not be worrying about any kind of result other than a draw from here. Oh, okay. The inside edge from Greaves is gone. He's a goner. Brings out Rossington, who obviously failed in first innings and has failed in the second innings. So Rossington not having a good time with the red ball at the end of this season. And those 2 wickets, you know, that instantly means Warwickshire will be like, yep, we're in here. Got hour 23 left, and then there's the last session of the day on this, what seems like a horrid pitch, I've got to be honest. It's a home game, obviously. It's a spinner's pitch, and we kind of choose it for that reason, but the rain at the start of the game has obviously changed things up. Wesley's out for 96. That is some kind of frustration. Lead is 50. We've got to try and bat the rest of this session. 4 wickets in hand, really. Lead is 68. 50 minutes to go. 46. 39. 35. 250 is up for the team total. That's gone. Snater just stepping forward and, I don't know, smothering that one, but you're in line, so it's a bit of a bad decision. Oh, that's a drop. Wow. I mean, that has flown off the bat, to be fair. Gates has taken his... You haven't you? 13 minutes left in the session. Just make it to the end of the session. Because then the 10 minutes will also gain 10 minutes on the swap over, you know. We'll gain 10 minutes of time. Gates just steps in front of a straight one. Not get out, Cook. Come on, buddy. Yeah, perfect. Okay, there's T. We've still got 2 wickets and a 100-run lead. Try and tell Paul Walter just to hold the strike if possible. Nope, never mind. Harmer can't add to the score either. So, all the other games have been decided already. Durham got their win. Surrey got the win. Nottinghamshire got a win. And Sussex beat Hampshire. 3-3-5 all out. 90 all out. Wow. Make them bat again. Chase it down. 23 needed. Easy. Kent 363, 183, 510. Just that's a huge second innings. Hold them out. Dang. Nottinghamshire, Leicestershire all out. 347, 440, 177 all out. That's the kicker. And chasing it down with relative ease. 6-wicket win. And 180 all out, 409. Yeah, that'll do it. The 409 will do it. Big time. Wowza. Now it's our turn. We got to, well, I'm not really sure what the plan here is. We've got 2 hours. They need 106 runs. We need wickets. You know, I guess it will have to be the spin for us. I don't want to say we've got no chance. Like, there's always a chance, but it's gonna be tough. And we may as well crowd the bat a bit. We may as well. Garside smack some runs. I don't feel like we're gonna be able to I don't feel like we're going to be able to defend this number. The only chance we have is wickets. And our spinners are our best chance to get wickets. And there's the first. Okay, Garside's gone, but a quick fire 50 means that the damage is done, really. The fact that they can obviously seemingly bat without a worry here means that they don't have to worry about time at all. They need 10 to win. They made it to 96-2 already. 5 to win. 1 to win now. And our batting just seemed to let us down in this game. It just was not strong enough. It's something I've mentioned before, which is basically when you get into a situation where no matter what happens, you're not getting me out. And our boys couldn't really do that. Rossington, Walter, Wesley, Bell Drummond, no. And then Preston, the second one. Rossington again. Just, you're not getting me out. You're not getting me out. I'm not going to score any runs. I don't care. But you're not getting me out. And in this situation, we couldn't really do it. And Warwickshire will take the title. Well, fair play to them. Fair play to them. Warwickshire have won it. Middlesex and Lancashire have come up. Kent and Somerset will go down. We can take a look at the summary of the season. So, Warwickshire won the County Championship. Sussex won the One Day Cup. And Northamptonshire won the Blast. The Phoenix won the 100. County Championship, most wickets was Nathan Gilchrist of Kent. Foreman with the best figures of 8 for 138. Hamid got the most runs and Deploy got the highest individual score. For us, the highest score was Bell Drummond at 179, and Bell Drummond got the most runs as well. Fair play. Simon Harmer with a 7-foot being the best and 67 wickets through the season. On the 50 overs, Haynes got the best score for Sussex, the winners. Brew got the most runs, Horn with the best figures, and Gilchrist with the most wickets again. Wow, fair play to Gilchrist. Harmer, again, best figures and most runs. Tom Prest with the most runs and Redfern with the highest score of a 150. Now into the T20. Miller got the most runs. Bell Drummond with the highest score for us and for total runs. Kent Zach Crawley, 138, the highest score. Cliff for Yorkshire got 7 foot in a T20. That is crazy. Sam Cook with the best figures for us. And Beard with the most runs. And Everson with the most wickets. Beard with the most wickets even. Everson with the most wickets in total. In the 100, the highest score was Charles Poole with 103. Phil Salt got the most runs. Atkinson with the best figures of 6 for 8. That's crazy. Archer got the most wickets. Ellis got the most for us with 12. Mark Wood with the best figures. Zach Crawley with the most runs. And the highest score as well. Fair enough. And again, I've been asked to captain England. I'm going to say no. And yeah, because I do not fancy it again. Do not fancy it again. We're gonna focus on Essex here in season 6, and really push and try and win. We're gonna do a lot of work. I'm hoping we're actually gonna do a lot of work on the contract side of things as well. We're gonna try and really make a strong team that is going to do well in the county championship. That's the aim. That's the target. Thank you so much for watching this season, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time.